everybody. I'm Allison Johnson. You're watching Pulling the Black Card. And yes, I'm in a different room. I'm in my bedroom because I'm tired. It's a Friday. It's going on 12 midnight here in Africa. And yeah, I hope you all are doing well. Let's get right to it. I want to talk about Tariq Nasheed having, having a lot to say about this young man, Justin Pearson, who was reinstated in the House of Representatives this week, because last week he had protested on the floor about the gun law in Tennessee and the last school shooting, which Tariq Nasheed is saying there's such a vast difference from when he was running for different office, and when he finally got a seat on the House of Representatives, and that he code switched, and that how can you trust him, So let me let you hear a little bit of when this is Justin Pearson when he was running for something. I don't know if it was for the seat he is now, but this is him. Listen.
And I'm running for president of BSG. There are a few reasons that we're running this campaign this year. One has to do with representation. How can we represent all voices in a conversation? I want to do this by partnering with organizations from the Booty Democrats to the Booty Republicans. I want to bring together different voices, dissenting voices that may be more liberal or more conservative, in order that we can reach a point of sort of the radical middle. Seem like the NRA.
Okay, so this is him now, on the floor and holding his seat of representative, and he is talking about the NRA and gun laws in Tennessee.
And gun lobbyists might win, but that was good news for us. I don't know how long this Saturday in the state of Tennessee might last, but we have good news, folks. We've got good news that Sunday always comes.
Okay. Now we gotta say this really quick and fast. I'm going to be the one to say it. Some people may not like it. I'm not saying that the brother, it's all about your merit and the things you do, and not just your merit. The proof is in the pudding, like my nana used to say. Your actions, the things that you have done, your works, and from all that I've found out, the brother's been doing a great job. He's been of service for years. He's only 28 years old. But Tariq Nasheed feel like he was cold switching. And but don't we all? I mean, many of us cold switch. You do to an extent. And black more than white, but white people have to code switch too, some of them. It depends on who you're talking to, right? Like the way I talk to my homegirls, I'm not going to talk. I didn't talk like that when I was a teacher, and when I do now business with shows and things like that. I don't it's different. So, and if you expect him to be elected, talking about, I don't know what he wants, but I will say that sounds like what he was doing, protest. In his protest, he sounded like a bad impersonation of Martin Luther King. It really was. It was ridiculous. I mean, people may not want to say it. Maybe what he was saying was right, but it was such a distraction. And even if I wouldn't have heard the other version of him, of when he was running, I would still think, does he talk like that? Like, Jesse Jackson is a preacher, and he has a cadence, even when he speaks. But this just seemed put on, as my aunties would say. This just seemed like an act he put on. But does he believe in what he's saying? I truly believe he believes in what he's saying. Why he put on this and Tariq Nasheed is talking about the afro he grew and all of these type of things. And I'm not caught up in appearances. He knew when he was running he couldn't have an afro, you know, and come in there talking like Martin Luther King. Okay, I think he took it a little too far, but he knew he couldn't do that. Okay, so and they said Tariq Nasheed, which I knew something about him because I knew about his documentary and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't know that much. I knew he had some kind of beef with Michi X here on YouTube, but I didn't know a lot about him. And they said he wrote a book called The Art of Macking. You know? So he changed, apparently, or maybe he still is just an activist who still does believe in the art of macking. I don't know. I didn't ask. I don't know, you know? But I know I was watching Comedy Hype when I first saw this brought up, and Pierre said, well, even, who he compared clothes switching with? Pierre, well, let me see. Oh, because Malcolm X was a hustler and all that kind of stuff, and after he went to jail he came out Muslim and everything. To me, that's not code switching. That is just evolving. I don't know what Pierre was talking about. He's a comedian on Comedy Hype, but he made that comparison, and I was like, that's not. And I'm hearing comparisons like that, and that's evolving. And here, this is a clear-cut case of he's code switched. Yes, he did do it, but probably for good reasons. Too much of the MLK. I hate when people call Dr. Martin Luther King MLK, and I've hearing it so much now. I'm doing it because he's done too much for us. Okay, for us as a people, for the human race in general, but for us as a people, to be shortening his name, to an acronym. But and then there was this woman. What was her name? Let's see. And now, and like Pierre saying that Malcolm X code switched, and that it is because he went to jail, came out a Muslim, and changed his life, which I said was evolving. If that was true, then people like Bobby Seale, we would say, oh, he code switched. Where Bobby Seale didn't code switch. He just, he evolved. He was in the one of the co-founders of the Panthers, became a professor, became a politician, and didn't speak the same thing. He wasn't he wouldn't have got no votes or got tenure in a university if he would call the police the pigs while he taught a lesson. So it's code switching is sometimes necessary, especially for us black folk. They always trying to hold something against us. But I already feel like if you're articulate and you bring it, you don't got to do too much code switching. You just sound, be smart, articulate. Don't be saying stuff like, yeah, bitch, what's up? when you going for an interview. But that's common knowledge. But, yeah, so what do you think? You think Tariq Nasheed is hating? Many times when we have people trying to be leaders, some people who don't get as much attention and will begin to hate, especially in us black community. They really did a doozy on us. That slavery thing, man, it's hard to shake, yo. So leave it in the comments, subscribe, hit the like button. Yes, and I am going to I'm going to bed, yo. See, if I was somewhere fancy, I would say, I'm going to retire to the boudoir. Okay? Good night. But I'm talking to y'all, you my people. So, yeah, I'm going to put this head to bed. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And put it in the comments. Let me know. Do you think Tariq Nasheed should have even said anything and out in the public? Should he have not found, got the brother Justin Pearson's contact and told him, yo, man, what's up with the MLK, the bad MLK impersonation? Or, do you think he's hating? What do you think? Leave it in the comments and go out and love somebody. If you don't love somebody else, love yourself. Let's get it. Hug your damn self. Love you. Much love. Big up. God bless and shalom.